Strolling through the woods where the shadows dance, chasing wild dreams, taking every chance. With a friend named Bigfoot, side by side we roam. Outlaws of the forest, this place feels like home. Join the gang, it's a wild ride. Bigfoot Outlaw, living free and bold, chasing wild dreams, never growing old. We run with the wolves under the silver sky. With a friend named Bigfoot, we'll never say goodbye. Memories that we can't forget, laughing under the stars, no signs of regret. With stories to tell and the moon as our guide, Bigfoot's my brother, in this life we confide. So raise a toast, let's celebrate this night. Bigfoot Outlaw, living free and bold, chasing wild dreams, never growing old. We run with the wolves under the silver sky. With a friend named Bigfoot, we'll never say goodbye. So come join the gang, let's wander and play. With Bigfoot beside, we're never far away.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition. Hello, Angela.
Hi.
So look what we got in stock today.
Oh.
Yes, Bigfoot, 11 inches, and they're blessed. So, and then we got the 3-inch or the 6.5-inch, 3-inch or the 3-toed sloth.
Oh.
They're blessed too.
It's cute.
So, they're in stock. They're on the link. Hello, Little Twisted. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Ward. How you doing tonight? Welcome, everybody. So, Angela, what you been up to?
I did a lot of readings at these haunted mansion over the Anchorage mansion over in Marietta, Ohio, on George Street, and had a good time. A lot of readings. Some of them were kind of strong and emotional, especially one who had just recently passed, and I was speaking with his wife, who was still living, and of course his sister also, and was able to validate. The funeral they had, for example, was more upbeat, and they had kind of an upbeat music, and they asked about the music, and he says, "Nice choice," and he was holding up a drink. Well, every year they would always have a drink to toast his birthday, so he was holding up a drink. And I also picked up on a woman who had a spirit with her as a soldier, and I saw him very clearly. Every one of these, everyone's reading. I'm starting to see spirits much more clearly than I usually do, with much more detail. And I saw this man in a World War II uniform. I knew exactly what this uniform was, what era it was, Army uniform. Did that, and turned out her grandfather. Do you remember the famous picture in the front of Life magazine of the World War II, the soldiers storming the beach, and there's a guy up front that's looking up on the beach? That was her grandfather, the guy up front. That was her grandfather.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She didn't know it's like afterwards.
Welcome, Brittany.
Another one, she actually heard her spirit guide talking. Like I was reading, it's like I was picking up on spirit animals. One of them was an owl, and she actually had an owl hoot in her ear while I was reading and relaying what the owl was communicating, for example. Wow. And there's a lot, like the spirits validate the readings themselves, and which is amazing, which is incredible for me. There's I especially connect strongly with those who have been in the military, had military experience, and those are the spirits I connect to the strongest. And also those who have recently passed, and hearing this person moving on. Oh wow, you've got a lot there.
Yeah, a lot of pocket stones came in today. A whole bunch of them. So we'll be putting them on the website too. Look at all of them.
I got one too of, I think it's malachite. I have one.
Yeah, all different kinds of stones. So I froze. Here, now I froze.
Yes, you did. And it's everybody's having internet.
I got a touch screen. And I hit a button on the touchscreen. Yeah, so we got all different kinds of pocket stones we'll be putting on too. So we'll be uploading those this week. Yeah, I love my touchscreen laptops and my all-in-ones and everything. I gotta have them. And I forget when you bump stuff, it knocks me out. Hey, lovely Rita May. Yeah, Brittany, I'll put you in line, hon. So yeah, I got
Melissa first.
Yeah, we'll get Melissa here in a second, but don't forget, we got new merchandise coming in. We got Bigfoot coffee mugs. We got all kinds of stuff for the holidays, and plus there'll be some holiday sales coming up. And I actually ordered some stuff from Angela, didn't I?
Yes, absolutely, and can't wait to get it off to you so people can see what you bought. And you can have them and post the energy.
Yes, I got to show everybody next month. So yeah. All right. Let's see here. Rita, how you doing, Rita? Rita. Where's Eric? Where's Eric at? Did you duct tape put him back in the closet? Anyway. Poor Eric. All right, here. So first up, we have Melissa.
All right, Melissa, let's go ahead and we'll get these runes. The bigger ones, the bigger wooden runes. They're easier to see. For Melissa. So the first rune I have for Melissa, this is Helgelas. So Helgelas is the rune of interference, disruption. And I'm actually feeling like a lot of worry. Like I feel like almost like you're experiencing headaches all the time because there's so much strain. It's like so much chaos. I just see chaos, and it's just being poured over top, and you think it's over, and then more comes on. And you're just like, why is this so chaotic? Why is this being poured on me? And I feel the pressure on my head. The next rune I got is Feiyu, though. So Feiyu means that this is money. This is usually disposable income. This rune makes me feel like there is financially that you'll be provided for, that there is something coming down for you that's a good fortune, that at least you get a break that way. Financially, you get some money coming in. And this rune is telling me to don't worry about the chaos. Don't worry about the chaos. This is going to turn around for you. So showing me that things are going to go well for you. The next rune, this is Pertho. So Pertho is the future. And this is a die cup. So what I am being told that the energy that the chaos is going to be resolved. You're going to be experiencing you're going to have your luck turn around, like literally turn around for the better. So as bad as it's been, it's going to be as good as it's been bad. But I feel like that chaos that is coming, that's happening, this is something that you can actually just take a deep breath and accept that this is something that's temporary. It is going to stop. It will stop. It will turn around for you. Just hold on. Take a deep breath. Draw in the light. And in your meditation, just draw in the beautiful light around you and say, I don't want this chaos anymore. Take care of it and turn it over to God and let God put a stop to it.
Interesting. I think you may be spot on that one. Mary says you're very spot on, like always, Angela. Next up, Brittany. Come on down, Brittany. How you doing there? Welcome to the show. Hello, Anna D.
Brittany.
Yes, Anna
Brittany,
D. I got you in line, Anna. Okay. Got you, Anna.
Yeah. Okay, Brittany wants to hear from a loved one, right? Okay. Okay. Is there a specific loved one you're trying to reach, or is it somebody that, or any loved one that you may have around you? Just for clarification, Brittany.
All right. I'll give her a second to type. And these two down here are just playing with each other. I mean, I need to find them homes, everybody. I need to find them homes. And they're so soft and cuddly like I am.
Oh.
Why are you laughing? She's over here laughing.
I'm laughing too.
I know, Angela's laughing. Anyone that she may have around.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, just wanted to see if you want to be serious, anyone that you may have around. So Brittany, I do feel a female around you. I see an older woman. Okay, we'll see what she said. I'll draw the runes, but we'll see what she says as I pull them. Okay, so the first rune I get is Feiyu, so Feiyu being money. And so this is actually a blessing. So obviously seeing some money come in, some extra income that you can actually use, and it's going to be such a relief. Like, oh, I'm so glad that this happened. The woman that I'm feeling, she doesn't feel like a grandmother. She feels more like an aunt or a great aunt. I see dark hair, and I see it kind of up on her head a little bit more. Grizzly, do I laugh? I see her up on her head, and she's always smiling. It's like she always wants to radiate this joy, and is always wants to support you with this joy. I always see her smiling, like smiling really big, and she says that she's very proud of you. She's very proud of you. I also see her wearing white. She says that she's been watching you for a long time. She's been with you for a long time. She says that she always felt like a deep connection with you. She feels like that you should have been her daughter, but you were not. But she feels like that you've had a past life connection together, that you were mother and daughter at some point. So the next rune I have here for you, this is death and regeneration, communication. what I'm getting off of this is that she is, and she always radiates this beautiful yellow light that I see with this woman. She is trying to communicate with you, and she says, I'm going to try to ascertain how she communicates. She says, when you walk into your home, she is always there. She is next to your sofa, and she smiles at you when you come in the door, whether you notice it or not. She's there, and she's smiling, and she brings up this great light. She wants you to sit and talk to her, just like you would talk to any living person, and just share how you feel. You'll feel that connection in your heart, because I feel like she connects with you emotionally rather than hearing her in your thoughts or feeling her presence. It feels like you feel her more in your heart and that she connects there. But I can see her in my mind just smiling so big. She's so very pleased with you. The next room I have is Manas. So Manas is the rainbow bridge from this world to the spirit world. It's also communication, intellect, wisdom. I'm trying to see if she will give me a name. She has not, but I keep seeing the letter B associated with her name and ending in Y. So I was thinking like maybe a Betty or something like that. But there's a very aunt quality, like she's a relative's like either an aunt or a great aunt. And she goes on and on about you. She said in the past life that you were actually mother and daughter.
I got confirmation on an aunt or a great aunt.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So could be. Little Twisted suggested Beth. I get a B name with her. It's like B-E something. So Beth would be the one, or a Beth or a Betty, something like that. This rune that I bring up, and she's sending, so this is the rune, Manos, this is this bridge of connection. She says that connection is so strong, you can talk to her. She will talk to you back. But understand that connection, even if you... she's very there. She's very solid. If you don't have the ability to hear or see, you can feel her. And I would suggest doing automatic writing from her. Like, ask her to only give her permission to talk to you. Don't allow anybody else, just her. And just ask her to communicate with your heart. And then when you grab a pen and paper, you start to write. Just write what you feel from her. Okay. But she is with you. I'm just going to ask her, will you appear to her dreams? She said, I will try. She does extend flowers to you. So I do see a rose being handed to you. It's a big pink rose. And she's very smiling again. And then this pink rose that you see, it's a friendship rose. So she thinks the world of her. I also see her wearing a hat as well. Like a large, it almost looks like a Sunday hat, I would call it. It's kind of fancy. It's white. It's like a something that you would wear to Easter Sunday. A big nice white hat. So certainly look up your great aunts because this one has such affection for you.
Brittany, is there stuff in the house that makes noises? Yes or no?
As I thought I heard Betty is what I was hearing.
Yes. And do you see shadows? Hey, Natalie. Yes, Natalie, I put you in line, hon. And Brittany, I got my pendulum out. If you want to ask a question or two, I can get yes and no answers.
Right, you can ask what her name is, and the tenor will tell you yes, so that's the right name, or no, it's not.
That is one of your loved ones. They don't have enough energy to manifest. I don't know who that is, but I got confirmation from the pendulum. It seemed like it is a great aunt or an aunt. So, if somebody passed away in the past 9 to 11 years. This is 2024, right? So yeah, that'd be about right. I'm terrible with dates, so bear with me. All right, here. We give her a second to type. If not, my dad maybe just passed last month. My brother passed last 5 years ago, and so yes. Okay, all right. So if we add the 5, and oh well, that would make sense. 5 and 11. 11 is November. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if that was your dad yesterday. Yes, that was your dad. That's a yes. That's a strong yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's
Okay.
ask. This woman that is with Brittany, is this aunt, does her name start with B?
I don't know if Brittany knows. Do you know any aunts or any relatives that starts with the B, Brittany? Is your dad making noises in the house? Yes.
Okay.
Strong yes. Very strong yes. Wow. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Just let us know. All right, next up is Ward. All right, Ward, come on down. Nice to see you, Ward. Hopefully everything's going well with you, stranger. Liana, I got you in line. I didn't know if you want a reading or not.
Okay, Ward. Okay, so the first rune I got for Ward is algae. So algae is the rune of sanctuary, protection. What I'm feeling off of this for you, it feels like you've been very insecure. It feels like you've been very uncertain, and it feels like you're looking for a sanctuary, and you've just always wanted to have one, and you wanted certainty. You want that stability because there's been so much uncertainty and so much worry on your mind. This rune is telling me you need to take that into your own hands so take control of that. What I mean is create your own sanctuary in your own time and space where you are literally letting go of all worries and just focusing on not having thoughts, just observation, just relaxing and enjoying the quiet and give yourself some peace. Because I feel like this is an anxiety issue that's been going on. And when you start to incorporate more meditation, it helps bring that anxiety down, and you feel more confident because you have more clarity and you can think better once you give your mind and yourself a break from that anxiety and do it in regular intervals. So there is a form of meditation that I use that we learned from Buddhist Taoism, where it's just sitting down, breathing. Your eyes can be open or closed either way, but you're just focusing on your breath and just imagine the thoughts just floating away, and in complete silence, and just stay there for as long as sit still. If there's any intruding thoughts that come in, just let them float out like clouds. It's not time to hang on to those. Just let them go, or put them in a box somewhere. Imagine putting them in the box and put them away, and you can always pick them up later. And just observe your body sensations. Observe what's in your behind your eyes. Observe what's in your feelings. What's in your heart. Just observe. That way, it helps build awareness, and it helps bring that mindfulness. So with more mindfulness, you have more control because you're more aware of what's going on and where you're at emotionally, psychologically, and how to take control so that you don't let that anxiety take over, and you can just take a breath and stop those anxious thoughts before they start. So the next rune I have for you, this is Wunyo. So Wunyo is a rune of peace, joy, fresh start, new beginnings, happiness. This is a weather vane. That's flying high. And so this rune is saying, like, once you've knocked down that anxiety, because this is most of this worry is just all in your head. It's not as bad as it looks. Once you've taken control of that, it's going to be like a breath of fresh air, a fresh start for you, where you feel more control, you feel more secure because you're more in control of your thoughts and your emotions. You're in control of your life. So the next rune I got is Ewas. So Ewas is the rune of travel. Okay. So what I'm getting from this rune, I feel like you're going to be emotion. So once you've got your anxiety under control, I feel like you're going to be on a journey that's meant for you. It feels like maybe a vacation, something you've always wanted to do, to get away and enjoy. And you decide, I'm just going to enjoy myself on this trip. So that's your reading.
Awesome, Warren. That's nice. Okay. Next up is Anna D. Anna D, come on down.
Hi. Hi, Anna.
Hey, Nilda. Yes, I got you in line, Nilda. Nilda, I got my pendulum out if you want to ask any yes or no questions when your time comes.
Okay, so we got Algis. So Algis is the rune of sanctuary, peace. It feels like you're trying to build a sanctuary, but every time you build a place of peace and quiet for yourself, it gets knocked down and something comes through, and I feel a lot of pressure. It feels like you're under a lot of pressure. And every time he's like, I'm going to set time for myself, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to have this, and then boom, something else interferes with that. And it keeps pulling you away. It feels like there's something that's trying to get your attention. It feels like something on the other side is doing this on purpose to get your attention. Now, the next rune I got is Urus. So Urus is the rune of strength, resilience. It's the drizzly rain, but it represents iron, so it is strength. What I'm getting off of this is that you have excellent resilience. So no matter how much that this interference comes against you, whenever you try to build your own sanctuary, you have the resilience to not only put up with it, but to push back on it. The next rune I have for you, this is Tiwas. So Tiwas is victory. I'm being told the rune is actually talking to me and saying persistence pays off. Persistence pays off. So keep persisting in your goal to build your own sanctuary, your own quiet space. Keep persisting. You will win out. Your persistence will pay off.
All right, Natalie, what are your questions? Rita, well, get some rest, hon. I'm glad you tuned in. Throw some water on your husband, Eric. All right. Anna D says, true. I'm very resilient, very patient. Yes. All right. As Natalie is getting her questions typed up, we'll get Liana. Liana, come on down, honey.
All right. You're welcome, Anna. Okay, Liana. So Liana, the first rune I got is Langoose. So Langoose is the rune of growth, water flow, the leak. I'm seeing growth. It's like you've made a lot of progress. This rune is actually saying, recognize the progress that you have made and congratulate yourself because you made a lot of growth. You made a lot of progress recently. The next rune I have is, this is Ewas. So Ewas is journey trip, particularly with another person. It feels like you are on a journey. You're set up a journey, and you set this journey up yourself with a very specific goal in mind that you're heading towards, and it looks like you're making rapid progress towards it. Okay, so the next rune, Degas. So Degas is a rune of enlightenment and clarity. What I'm getting off of this, Leanna, is that you will reach this goal, exactly what you've been heading for. You set up a goal, you're making rapid progress towards, you will obtain it. And once you obtain it, And it's like, I know what to do now. I know what works for me, and I'm going to keep using that same method that I just found that works for me and apply it in all areas of my life and watch all of my life improve.
All right. So Natalie's next. And Natalie
Natalie.
says, number one, she has two questions. How do
Mhm.
I help my husband? And one about a certain warrior angel. And thank you.
Okay, how do you help your husband? So let's ask the rooms. How does Natalie help her husband? Okay. And you also want to ask probably about St. Michael, perhaps? St. Michael the Archangel? Okay, so let's take a look. How does she help her husband? And let's take a look here. So the first rune I got is flow. This is growth. What I got off of this. How do you help your husband? It feels like this rune is telling me this has to do with letting things flow naturally without interfering, without encumbering him, and just sort of be at his own pace. It feels like there's a pace that he likes and that is comfortable with, and it's not one that can be rushed and has to be his. The next rune I got is Gabo. So Gabo is gift, but it's also giving and receiving. So that is that mutual giving, receiving relationship, that very good relationship. This rune is telling me that balance of giving and receiving. So be grateful for what he's giving you, and grateful and that he's grateful in return. It feels like that balance, giving and receiving, that needs to be done regularly. It feels like give and receive to each giving and receiving to the other as being a gift to one another, and recognizing that and doing that regularly. And that's what the rune is telling me. It's like, let's practice giving and receiving to each other. The next rune I got is Sowilo. Sowilo is the rune of success. It's a lightning bolt. What I'm getting off of this rune is that I feel like you're looking for something that will, suddenly appear or suddenly come about. When I'm seeing this room, usually means success or epiphany, but I feel like there is some sort of breakthrough between the two of you, like this, giving and receiving, practicing that with each other. It feels like that it comes to a breakthrough, that you realize something about each other, that just how profoundly good that you are together, and that this was meant to be. And it just feels like you have this profound realization of, wow, why didn't we just realize this or recognize this before, and how much we really do appreciate each other, how greater we are together. It's just the impressions that I'm getting off the rune for the runes off of that. As far as supporting your husband, well, this little bag's got a hole in it, so let's use a different bag.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then you wanted to ask about an angel. Yeah. So say, yes, encouraging each other. Yes, you're a gift to each other. You're really a great gift to each other. And you said a question about a warrior angel. Is there a specific warrior angel that you wanted to ask about, like Raphael, Michael, or any angelic beings? Is there any specific angels or a guardian angel that you wanted to inquire about?
And sometimes, Natalie, you gotta to pray to God for guidance.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you also have to pray to make sure that God could lead him into the right direction.
So,
Uh,
Ethia. So, is it Althea?
I don't know.
Okay.
Never that one. I'm not familiar with, and I apologize. I should be. Let
I'm
me look that
asking
one up.
this angel. Okay. this angel feels like, because I see this is quite a strong angel. This feels like this is an angel that is above you and always has hands over you, like this. It feels like this, yeah. So this angel is saying to me that right now that angelic intervention is being pulled back a little bit, so they could work with you and your husband together. Um, the the angel was telling me that this angel will come in when they are satisfied that you've done the work that needed to be done with the two of you and your marriage. And this angel says that once that is done, then this angel will be all around you, protecting you and definitely looking out for you. So this angel has every intention, is your protector, but right now is kind of backing off a little bit because you do have work to do with each other, which is something that angels don't control, that they don't control human will. So that's, they like to see you two working together.
Natalie, are you going through a spiritual journey? Just curious. Because I think uh, I'm being told that angel is the mending of men.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Natalie is going through. Or wait a minute, did she answer that before I asked that question or after I asked that question? All right, Natalie, are you going through a spiritual journey? Answer that again. Sorry, I wasn't watching the chat. I'm getting downloads and images. Sorry, but I don't know if that was before or after I asked that question. I'm not for sure. Yes, I am. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. What I'm seeing now is because you're getting a lot of stuff going on in your life. So embrace what you're getting, and
Mm-hmm.
you're going to experience a lot of stuff early next year. And wow, you actually have abilities.
Yeah.
Interesting. She does. She's gifted. She's a psychic. She's an empath. So, and she also, are you listening to your spirit guides? Because I'm being told that you're questioning some of them, or I don't know if you are or not, but I'm being told that you are.
She says, well, she did say yes, I am at 9:35.
Yeah, that was that she's going on her spiritual. Okay, so that as I wasn't watching the chat, I apologize. Because usually I highlight them.
So Ithriel, the archangel. Okay.
Yeah, she has a lot of questions. Yes. Oh, Natalie, trust me. When I went through mine, it was total nightmare. However, I have Angela and everybody else on my network that actually helped me to go with a lot of my questions. And just make sure, Natalie, whoever that you seek help with to help answer your questions, that is spiritual and is through the light and with the light.
Mm-hmm.
And I say God, but I'm just saying, and because you want to make sure you get the right information. So yes, absolutely. And but no, I'm showing that you're going to be helping a lot of people. So quit doubting yourself and quit doubting what you're getting, and embrace it and pray on it. You're going to get through this. Melissa wants to know, you did a reading on her earlier. Did the pendulum on it? Unfortunately, she just lost her dad, and she wanted to know if her dad was okay. And I'll do it again for the camera because she's probably going to be watching. But and I asked if her dad was okay. Now let me hold it still. Show me a no. This is my no. Back and forth is a no. Let me stop it. This is how I calibrate. Show me a yes. And this is my yes when it swings in a circular motion. So when I asked the spirit guides if her dad was okay, is Melissa's dad okay? I got a yes. And what is your take on that with the runes?
What I pulled was the Gabo, which is gift. So when I drew on him, I see just a lot of light. So I feel like he is crossed over easily, and he was embracing that experience. So he was bracing crossing over, and he was embracing that. He was like looking forward to that. I got that he is absolutely. I just feel joy from him where he is. He has embraced his.
Did he die suddenly? I think he died suddenly. It seems like is what I'm getting. Oh, Mary said, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So he wasn't expecting this, was he? Because I'm not getting these.
Sick, but he was getting better, and he just all of a sudden
I'm getting chest.
it's
Mary said chest. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Okay. All right.
So, yeah, he did embrace it. It's just like, but he accepted it and embraced that.
Oh, you're welcome, Natalie.
So, but I feel joy with him. It's like he understands now that even though he wasn't expecting that, there was a path that he agreed to before he even got here, and he agreed to a time to leave, even though we don't remember what we agreed to before we get here. Once we're back over there, and then remember what we get to, and then we find out that we were able to do what we were sent here to do. And if we're not leaving until we do it,
Angela, because I'm getting right now, I'm being told he had a choice.
mm-hmm.
He had a choice to go or stay, and he went.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Brittany said, just validation. Betty would make sense. Thank you for so much, guys. Hey, Brittany, come back anytime. We really enjoyed having you. Great conversation. Come back and watch. If you're not a subscriber, it's free. Please subscribe to our channel. We have many different types of shows throughout the week, morning, evening, and night. So please join us. Welcome to the Outlaw family. But I'm being told choice. So
Yeah.
that tells me that he actually had a choice of staying or going.
Right.
So Melissa, my condolences. So I'm sorry I wasn't able to see you today, but I'm glad Mary got to come see you. But I don't know too much about the medical history. Mary was just giving us confirmation on the side. So, all right, next up, Nilda. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Oh, that's a great number. It's like that's numerologist.
Birthday, dear Nilda.
Yay! Happy birthday to you.
Yes. All right, Nilda. So, Nilda, when she gets done, I told you, hon, I got my pigeon about. If you have any yes or no questions, feel free to ask. I was told when I had a convolution at the age of 32. Oh, okay, yeah.
Convulsion, yeah.
Convulsion, yeah. A convolution. I had a convolution there, everybody. I had to say, is that accurate? Yes, she also had a choice. Happy birthday, Nilda, she says. Mary says, Grizzly and Angela. Melissa says, thank you both so much. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Melissa. So, yeah, absolutely. All right, Nilda. Absolutely. All right, Nilda. We'll let Angela take over.
Okay, so the first rune I got for you, Nilda, is this is the rune of the Rainbow Bridge from this world, the spirit world. It's also the spirit world to our world. This is Manos. This represents a bridge, so it represents the Rainbow Bridge. This usually represents intellect, humanity, like the universal destiny. And This rune is telling me like you're agreed, like before you got here. When you talk about universal destiny, is like you finished up some lessons from past lives, and like you're starting like you're finishing up, like this is your last, like your last incarnation, like this is like your last lesson you wanted to learn before you go back and do more work in heaven. So it's saying like all of your lessons are done with in the past, in your past lives, and you picked this life. You decide, yes, I will come one more time, and I will just finish up unwrapping up on everything I had on my past life. So that's interesting that you're here for that. So as far as the next rune I got for you is algae. So algae is the rune of sanctuary. So I got from this rune that I feel like this is a better life than all your other past lives. This is the best one that you have lived and will continue to live. It feels like a vacation from your past lives because their past lives were not as great as this one, but it is your time to rest and kind of finish up and gain perspective. And that's pretty much, that's the summary for this life. The next rune, of course, Riz is doing yes and no questions on your trip. The next rune I got is this is Iwa. So this is a rune of death, regeneration, and also communication. I got that it feels like a call to look and do the retrospective through your past life. So I don't know if you heard of something called Akashic Records. This is when your records of all your past incarnations is a repository in heaven. And this is called the Akashic Records. And you can do this in your meditation. You can visit them yourself. It's not something that anybody can do for you. It's something you request permission to. And it's nothing, no tremendous special effort to do other than relax, be in your relaxed meditative state, clear your mind, take a deep breath. Imagine a set of stairs and you're going up and you're ascending to heaven. You'll see some big double doors. There'll be a guard up front, and you ask him, may I see my Akashic records? And he will lead you to your records from all your prior lifetimes. And there's different ways you can do it visually. I have a friend that prefers to request a tapestry that represents an image of one of your past lives, and then that tapestry will start to move, and the figures will come alive, and then memories will come forward. Some like to request a book, or some like to request like a DVD, and they put it in their player and have a projection. For me, when I go and visit, I just say, hand me my Akashic records, and they'll hand me a book, and the moment I touch it, the memories just start replaying for me. So that might happen. But in either case, all you have to do is ask. And you just want to, and your intention is to look back on your past lives and gain that perspective. And that's what this life is for. It's just like the break from all your past lives.
All right. So a couple things. I'm very good without using pendulums. I just use it as reference for visuals for people to see. Nilda, two things. What has changed? Ladies and gentlemen, I kind of know Nilda. We talk off air by telephone, so it's not a secret. But when I was doing the pendulum on the trip, it would not go to yes. It if you notice, when I was doing it, it stayed still. And when I asked about going to a trip, it went counterclockwise. And for me, that is a maybe. So, Nilda, what has changed? And the reason why I asked you that before I saw the trip, the last time we talked, that you were going to take the trip, and now the trip is in question. I'm not saying you're not going to take the trip, but it is a possible maybe. So it went from a definitely a yes down to a possible. I want Angela to confirm that.
Okay.
Just double check me. Usually not wrong. Oh, okay. I didn't. I see. I forgot. I wasn't thinking about that.
Delay. I see delay.
That's why she says her mom's getting worse. I'm sorry, Nilda. I wasn't thinking that. I forgot all about that. I'm sorry. I talked to so many people. I wasn't thinking about that. So I understand now. Okay. Because I kept doing the pendulum over and over, and I'm like, I don't know why it's changed. So prayers go out to you, hun. If you need me or anything, give me a call. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, I understand, but still, it's okay. Thanks, Angela, for double checking.
Mm-hmm.
And Liana, yes or no question. My son thought he saw a shadow being standing behind me and it darted into the bedroom. So actually, he did see something, but we're going to check it so you can see it on here. So that is a yes. That is a strong yes. See how it's going counterclockwise?
Mm-hmm.
So yes. But he's actually is he clairvoyant? Does your son have abilities?
I just did a rune reading on it, and I
What'd you
got
come up with?
this is intuition. So he has abilities. So this is Kenya's. This is the rune of light, and this is the inner light, the intuition. So he has abilities. I'm getting that he has abilities. I kept getting guide, like he has spirit guides, and
Yeah, Liana, he does.
he's starting to notice his spirit guides. He's starting to realize he has spirits around him. The next rune I got is Rytho. So Rytho is a journey of honor. This is a journey, like it feels like he is now has accepted a mission because he has abilities. He's come here with abilities, so he's accepted a mission and a purpose with those abilities. The next rune, this is mana. So this is the bridge between that unites our realm with the spirit realm. Okay. So he's becoming aware of his guides. So he's seeing signs from his guides. And I feel like there's a male in particular that is doing most of the communicating, a spirit guided, an elderly gentleman, an elderly man. I see him with a hat on, and he's trying to talk to your son, and he's actually very quiet man, very
I'm not
unassuming.
sensing bad energy or anything.
Yeah, this man is protecting him. He's very, very wise. He's much older. He's probably in his. I would put him in the 80s, at least over 80 years old. That is looking after him and is being his main guide and also protecting him as well. Very strong protection from this male.
Liana's son is young. Liana, how young is your son? 7, 11? How old's your son? He's young. I'm not good with ages. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
He's 10.
10. So yeah. So that makes sense. So he's not telling you everything, Liana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not telling you everything that he's experiencing. By the way. Yeah, I can't tell. I didn't think it was more than 11. So when's his birthday? Is he closer to 11? But yeah, he's not telling you everything. He actually sees a lot more. Hey, Virgil, he sees a lot more than what he actually got startled by what he saw yesterday. I think that's why he told you. Did he get startled by that? Is that why he told you?
And I felt like the old man protected him right then and there.
Yeah, I'm not sensing bad energy or anything.
Yeah.
Then the person that shadow that you're calling an old man, he's been around him for a few years now.
Mm-hmm. And this old man that really has his best interest in mind. So it's his spirit guide, this old man. And I feel like this old man talks to him regularly in his dreams, and like he regularly appears in his dreams. So you can ask him about the old man that talks to him, and the old man is there as a protector.
Leanna, how's he with dark, sleeping in the dark? And also, do you ever watch him in the house and he'll just turn around and look in a direction while you're talking to him? Or he'll look at the corner of his eyes while you're talking and he'll not say anything to you? Because that's where he's seeing things.
He needs a light at night. Okay. So he's just feeling like when I was having these abilities and as a kid, I slept with my light on for a long time because I had shadow people around me all the time. And I learned as a child to stand up to shadow people, and I would ask them, say, don't appear to me this way. So you can remind your son that he can set boundaries. He can set boundaries for himself. Like at this age, he can tell spirits, don't come around at this time and don't appear on me as a shadow. Only, if he's content with just having them in dreams for now, that's fine. If they want to manifest to him in more gentle ways, the way that he wants, he can let them know how he would like to be approached by spirits as opposed to the form of a shadow.
No, he's clairvoyant. And also, Liana, he hears things.
Mm.
He's actually heard things at an early age, years ago. Liana, has he ever asked you, Mom, do you hear that? Or Mom, what was that? Especially when he was younger. It seems like he's very intelligent. Liana actually has abilities, but she shut them off. Interesting, Liana. And somebody else in your family above you's had abilities. And I think it seems like it came on your mom's side. Yes, and sometimes he talks to me like he told me something 100%, but he never did. Yeah, so well, we really need to find somebody to, what we need to do? We need to, if you're, Liana, if Angela's up to it, maybe y'all need to talk after the show or sometime this week. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, beware of his dream a little twisted, I know, because I'm seeing a lot of images, especially him being 4. I'm terrible with ages, so bear with me. 4 to 6, 4 or 6 years old, him acting a little different. And it's I'm seeing him playing in the living room with toys, but he's being distracted. And what he's seeing is spirits, what he's seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing him looking up towards the ceiling in the corners. And I'm also seeing him looking around in the room. And I'm seeing Liana doing like the fingers, like trying to get his attention. So, anyways, sorry, I get distracted sometimes. Yeah, you're right, little Twisty. He is having. So what happens, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this or the audio listeners on iHeartRadio, Apple, Google, and Spotify and stuff, is like he's a light bulb, just like a light for a moth, right? The spirits are attracted to it and to him. That's what's happened. Oh my God, you have no idea. My entire family thinks he's no. See, This is where I had problems when I got hurt, Liana. Is when I went back and took psychology and stuff. I had got into a heated discussion with my professor about this topic because we're misdiagnosing these kids that have abilities with ADHD, and autism and all this other stuff. We're trying
I
to
was misdiagnosed as ADHD when I was a kid. Yeah.
right, because I know you're prime example.
Mm-hmm.
Or I said it wrong. ADHD. I think I said ADAD or whatever. Yeah,
Back
but
then they call it like hyperactive disorder or something like
right.
that.
Yeah. So no, but see, I'm actually Liana wears pajamas a lot. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that on the air when he was younger. But no, I see. Yeah, no, it's not. That's not what's going on. So no, but yeah, y'all. Maybe Angela give you some insight and some help. Let me see if there's anybody
Yes.
else real quick before we go.
Right. You can always message me on my Facebook page or leave me a comment and I'll get right back to you. Because I completely relate. I had no support. Nobody that I knew around believed in psychic phenomena or ghosts, and I was seeing them, and I had I had to wing it. I had to figure it out on myself.
Liana, are you having headaches? Just yes or no? Do you get headaches? Yeah. Is it, honey? Is it from stress? Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Try to ground yourself a little more. Drink a little more water. Uh, Meditate in the shower. That water is real good conductivity, isn't it, Angela?
Yes, absolutely. And especially when you're outside too, and even the trees and the grass, the ground provides that connectivity, and having that connection that with nature is just, going outside and just taking a deep breath, feeling the trees and the plants around you and feeling the earth. It just is amazing. We made that for that connection.
Yeah. Take care of yourself, Leon. Remember, you got this, girl. All right, Angela. Another one in the books. What do you think?
Love it. Love tonight. And Liana, you can just message me on my Facebook page or leave a comment, and I'll definitely get back to you on that, because I can totally relate to your son and growing up psychic and how difficult it was. He's got a good mom to support him. Back
Right.
when I was a kid, I was told I was imagining things and I had HCD and I would be punished, and it wasn't a good experience. But I learned to work my way through it, so I think I would be a good resource. Because starting when I was very young, I started hearing and seeing. So certainly reach out to me. I'll be glad to help in any way I can.
And from coast to coast, around the world, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Godspeed. Bye-bye.